Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful week thus far. Got another game here sent in by Mr. Dabrich. In this game today, he is did with Total Carthage in the Montana here, and Full Metal Yankee here in the Grozavoy. Um, this game is going to be a game where you kind of scratch your head going, how in the hell is he alive here? We're in arms race, Northern Waters. Dabs in an Austin. He's did with Total in a Montana and Full Metal in a Grozavoy. And this game is going to be more. If I were to have like a keep calm and carry type, um, YouTube playlist or something like this one will go on to there. This game is going to be about Dab taking advantage of just again, like you saw in the last video featuring Dab, understanding his boat, being a complete nuisance to the enemy team, and keeping calm. Just keeping calm, being chill, and doing what they need to do to win. Definitely a back and forth game, a very, very good game here. So right away, Dabs did with Full Metal in the Grozavoy, and Dab being in the Austin, he's going to be trying to support Full Metal Yankee right up the middle here, as there are a couple key positions to try to get here in arms race, where Full Metal is going to be going. And contest furthermore. I mean, a Grozavoy and an Austin, basically against the vast majority of any of these DDs over here, probably not going to be the best day for them. Furthermore, on the opposite flank, they've got the Shima and the Daring, so you would hope, Shima can help out and then the Daring can spot, and they got a Stalin to help shoot there over on that way. On the opposite flank over there, they have a Holland and a Bergona and a Yamato. So Dab's going to make a dip play in here for the island right in the middle here on Northern Waters. The Austin's small enough. I mean, basically, it's an Atlanta hull with a heel, hydroacoustic, Steph AA, gets a funny button. Also, the other gimmick, it shoots SAP. And then, furthermore, the other thing that a lot of people forget about, the Austin actually gets somewhat usable torp speed that they're 10.5 kilometers. Right away off the rip, Shimakaze spotted. Dab's going to open up on that with Full Metal and hit his funny button right away. The Shima was kind of ready for that. The Shima was going slow right off the rip there. So the Shima's already backing up. And now Dab's shooting into him blind. Spotted it again there for the moment. Stalingrad gets spotted. Dab puts torps into the Shimakaze. Republic looking at Dab as well as with the Shimakaze, or the Stalingrad there. And I believe the Yamato is shooting at him too. This is a huge bit of a pickle here. There's a quarter of Dab's health gone. Stalingrad will absolutely slap an Austin because da comrade. Alright, so their team already just picked up the reload buff, which is awesome for an Austin. Austin has great rate of fire. Dab notices over to his side there that there's a Druid. Spotted. So he immediately switches. He can't get shots on the Shima, being that he's behind the island, but he can potentially help here with the Druid slightly. So that's what Dab's going to do. Yeah, it's not a good time for Dab to poke if Dab were to poke right now. That Yami might actually be able to lob a shell over that island. This island flattens out here, and being that the Yami's 12 kilometers away, Dab's a little bit too close to shoot over it, but the Yami might not be close enough, or might be far enough away where you could still potentially lob and get some plunging fire on him. Full Metal is now switching over here. I think he's going to make a push down this way, as well as you've got Total and the Montana kind of cutting out, giving some supporting help over here to this flank as well. So Dabs already kind of half health here. However, their team did pick up the heal, maximum HP buff, and the HP regen buff, which is very, very helpful, as well as, again, I mentioned that reload buff. Dab gets spotted here. So what do we got here? Shimakaze spotted me. There's another one of the aim bugs, by the way. I was telling Dab that he could shoot over that island, and apparently just the game says no. That's something that's happened to me a lot lately, where it will give the indicator, or no indicator, that, meaning you should be able to shoot over that island, and it just doesn't then. because reasons and working as
I
intended.
need intelligence data.
So anyways, hopefully Wargaming fixes that, because that's been a thing now for like the last patch and a half. This Republic is going straight Giga Chad. So he wants to kill Dab. He said, "You are a mean Austin, sir, and I don't like you. And I would like to make your life a living hell now." And that's what he's going to do. Unfortunately, he shoots a little bit too early there. Only Dab takes 2 shells there. Still less than ideal. Backs up. The Republic was trying to shoot his side and overmatch there. But, you know, definitely didn't take into account the island. So Dab kind of negates that. Dab's now in a bit of a pickle here with this Repub staring him down. Juicy hit from the Repub. Dab's going to repair his gun. So might as well get off some damage. Looking not ideal for Dab at, you know, less than 9k. So between the Republic secondaries that are going to be peppering him and the main batteries, not going to be good. Somehow the Republic just straight up whiffs there from 7.5 kilometers, showing his marksmanship. Anywho, Dab thinks about getting the Peds on him, but decides not to because he's trying to stay angled to this Grozavoy that's also peppering him. The Grozavoy is now giving up on him and decides to shoot at Total Carthage. Dab is continued to blind fire the Republic here. Putting shot after shot after shot after shot after shot after shot into this man blind. Republic makes a mistake, and instead of healing up, he decides to shoot blind, which now Dab can just pepper the crap out of the superstructure and continue to hammer him. Dab's going to get another heal off, and if judging by how this Republic's been playing, that probably means that Dab's going to win this duel. Never mind, Total Carthage comes in hot, helping out his Dibmate, being just a great pal, helping Dab out there. Dab is now radared by the Stalingrad that's here. Unfortunately, Full Metal was doing some work over here, and then gets radared by the Stalingrad, but somehow taken out by the Shima. I don't know if that was the fire from the Shima, so I'm guessing the Shima was shooting in his smoke. That's just really, really unfortunate there. Taking out his Dibmate in the Grozavoy because of the Stalingrad saying, "I'm going to radar you, friend." Not even entirely sure if that radar was meant for Full Metal there, or he was just trying to radar Dab, because Dab is definitely being a nuisance here as well. So now they're left with a Daring on their team, who actually plays, you know, a pretty solid game here. Tries to be a team player. He's communicating in chat as well. Also, too, this Yamato plays a fantastic game as well. Some really good team play from their team here overall. I know I rarely say stuff like that, but their team definitely did pull it together. Considering that they're down 2 ships right off the rip, they're still up on points due to Full Metal and everyone else picking up buffs and contesting them. Dab's looking over here at the Shima, trying to get some pop shots, seeing what he can do there. This Yamato is pushing up there, unsure of where he's going to go. Still have to consider the Slava back there doing Slava things. Oh, and what do we have here? A Demon Shimikaze popping up saying hello. Dab immediately hits the funny button, peppers the crap out of him with SAP. This Shima's had better days, in the words of the band Citizen King. And he gone. That's a death strike, even though Dab put a bunch of salvos into him just due to the rate of fire and the Austin being crazy with that reload buff. Goodbye Shimikaze, and that actually really, really helps out the team there. That kind of turns the tide in this game and gives their team the confidence that they need to start making a push. You've got this Yamato and Montana, Dab's Dibmate, Total Carthage, and the Yamato that was previously mentioned before, Mr. Most Potato, making a push here, trying to help out, even still considering that they have a Holland and a sub. You love to see battleships actually push and try to play the game, as opposed to, you know, transversely, if their Yamato would have pushed up and if this Republic on the opposite flank might have done something, it might have been different, especially considering that you have basically a pocket battleship there in the Stalingrad as well. The Yamato finally grows a pair over here and decides to push up. However, probably not at the best time, because he's just going to be focused down by now 3 battleships, considering the Montana's here, Yamato's there, and the Mecklenburg is going to be shooting him. He did have kind of the right idea, however, just didn't pull the trigger quick enough on that, in my opinion. But whatever, you know, hindsight's 20/20, and you can't always take into account what your teams are doing. Dab's keeping an eye back here because he knows that, there's a Holland still somewhere, there's a sub somewhere, and this Republic has decided to push down into the cap, as well as the Slava as well. As you can see, you're going to see the little mountain symbol here a couple times, and it's going to look like Dab's going to be able to get shots off, but as you saw previously, this mountain be one of the glitch mountains where it is not going to let shells get over properly. Even though, okay, nothing there. Shoney can get shots off and apparently can only get his one rear turret off. Beautiful, working as intended. There you go, did it again. Got 0 of his turrets off, even though no mountain indicator. Again, working as intended, wonderful. That Holland is now spotting Dab as the Slava is pushing down. Still have to keep in mind the Republic that's going to be pushing around. Mr. Most Potato in the Yamato takes out the Stalingrad there. That's huge because that gives Mr. Total Carthage the opportunity to push around and get the broadside of the Slava with this Republic pushing down into Dab. The Republic is seeing another case of Republic seeing a juicy Austin going nom 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 and shoots at Dab. Dab pushes forward immediately, tries to get some cover behind the island. Dab says, well, whatever, long hair, don't care. We're going to take advantage of this and try to shoot the man and see what I can do to help out my team. And this is 100% of the right play. Hits the funding button and starts peppering the ever-living hell out of the Republic. Again, keeping calm, playing around this island. Didn't continue to push into the Slava and get his face blapped off or get torped. Said, hey, I can still use this island and help out my team here. I can still be a benefit. Just as I mentioned, just keeping calm. His team's actually doing really, really good on this replay. I was, the first time watching it, kind of shocked as to, especially on the NA server, everyone was pretty cordial and happy with each other, so that was nice. Submarino gets spotted. I think Dab's going to get a couple of shots into him. Total Carthage gets some more hits there, gets the old Strike Team Marino. Holland is now lit. Dab's looking for shots on the Holland as well as keeping an eye on the submarine. Again, trying to look for shots over the island. I think he's going to clap out the Holland here pretty good, as well as Mr. Total Carthage picks up his Confederate and blind fires the crap out of this Holland with Dab, and no more Holland Marino. Dab now has free reigns to farm out this Republic and help out his team. This was a complete turnaround considering that their team was down ships. They all just, as I mentioned, in particular Dab, but the whole team kept calm. They carried. They did what they had to here. Really, really good team play. And now all that is left is just Mr. Submarino. Dab is continuing to pick up, bonus points being in the cap, contesting that. You can see where the sub's at, pinging the Mecklenburg. And let's see what we can see. The sub is forced to get out of to surface, and Mr. Total Carthage picks up his Kraken. That gives these guys the coordinated, or generally offensive and coordinated attack from their div. Well played to their div. Well played to the whole team. Great job by Dab of just keeping calm here. Got a step strike on the Shima there. Great team play. Dab was rewarded with 1.2 million credits. Did 133k for 325 shell hits. And that resulted in generally offensive. Strike team, that Dev Strike, as mentioned before, shoulder to shoulder with his div, Dreadnought, and they got the coordinated attack here. And as I mentioned before, you can definitely see Dab and Total Carthage, definitely keeping calm. Carthage, great game to you, buddy. But Dab just having the brass cojones to just chill on that island and just take his time and still help out the team, whether that's spotting DDs, shooting DDs, staying a nuisance, helping out, shooting all the targets. Even Full Metal there, it was unfortunate. I saw what Full Metal was doing. He was putting in work on that opposite flank, and unfortunately the Stalin just decided to radar him. But everyone on this team, that's very, very good team play. You don't generally see, at least lately, this many players that are all playing very, very well. In particular, when you have someone like Total Carthage have almost 2.8k base, that's a huge game by him. As well as then following up with his div mate at 2.1k. Even the Stalingrad, that's almost a 2k base for the Stalingrad. That's almost 1.6 for the Yami. The Daring was a very, very good team player on that opposite flank. That's almost 1.6k for him. Even Full Metal's at 1.5. I say it like that, but Full Metal played half the game, and just was unfortunate that he got radared. I can't imagine what a player as talented as him would have done if he played the whole rest of the game. So that's really, really good team play from everyone there, and a great game, and a great, definite, just Dab and his div and his whole team just showing, hey, sometimes pump the brakes a little bit, think about things, don't get too worried, and keep calm and carry. That's definitely what Dab did. He kept calm, and his div carried. But in particular, as mentioned before, the Austin's basically just in Atlanta at tier 10, and then with SAP and some other stuff. But the Hull essentially, in particular, going against everything on there, that whole team considered LM. So yeah, just a great game, Dab. Thank you for sharing the replay. I really, really appreciate it. Just it was a ton of fun to watch. Watching it going a couple of times with those Republics going, whew, I was definitely got my heart racing there a little bit for you. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day and a great week, and I look forward to catching you guys all later on Twitch. See you guys. Good night, everyone.